Young man, how you doing? It's nice to see everybody. First of all, it's great to be in A.L. Davis Park. Thank everybody for coming out. I want to, guys, give a big round of applause for all of our law enforcement, local, federal, state. Yesterday, a couple of days ago, the UNO crime survey came out that said the approval rating for NOPD is 64%, up 16% from last year. It's the highest increase in the history that they've been doing it. So, Chief, thank you very much. I want to just thank all of our law enforcement. I also want to welcome all of our council members who are with us tonight. Council members, thank you guys so much for being with us tonight. Councilman Cantrell, thank you for hosting us in your district. And to all of the judges that are with us today, all of our partners, I see some of our monitors that are with us, some of our federal monitors, all of our partners in this quest that we have together to make New Orleans a city of peace. We made a lot of progress together, but we all know that we have a long way to go. I also want to thank Glenn Mueller and Domino's for being a great sponsor for all of their work. All of our sponsors, Q93, for all of the work that they've done. And I want to thank the people of New Orleans for coming out tonight and standing in solidarity with each other as we do everything we can to reduce violence on the streets of New Orleans and to protect the streets for our children. So God bless you all. Thank you so much for coming out. I'm now going to turn it over to our great chief, who's doing a great job on behalf of all of our law enforcement. Please help me welcome Chief Michael Harrison.
Thank you, Dave. Thank you. I want to also thank everybody, all of our law enforcement partners and friends, the men and women of NOPD. I see State Police. I know the FBI, Jeff Sillett's on his way here. All of our council members, elected officials, judges, thank you so much. It is this true partnership that caused us to have a 64% approval rating by the citizens, because it's all of us working together. We are making reforms in NOPD that the nation is watching right now, and the citizens of this city are standing up, watching and saying thank you for making those improvements, and we want to continue to build on that. This is what community policing really looks like. There are over 200 parties going on tonight. They will all look like this. We're going to touch all of the citizens of New Orleans, hug them and say thank you for all you do, but we're going to work together to find solutions to crime, because it can't just be left to police. It's police and community working together to make our city safe. So once again, thank you for being out at the kickout party, and we look forward to seeing you at all the parties tonight.
Thank you, Chief, and thank you to the entire NOPD and all of our law enforcement folks out here tonight. We have truly turned a corner. The entire nation is looking at the evolution of the NOPD. Never before have you had a president, have you had the Department of Justice, have you had the mayor, have you had the city council holding one department so accountable. And they are delivering, and they're delivering better and better results every day. And the chief talked about partnerships. But there's another partner in this fight against crime. There's another partner in making our streets safe, and that is the accountability of every single citizen. Being responsible, stepping up, making the right choice, allowing yourself to cool down when you've got hot over something that you think is life-ending. Waiting the next day and realizing that just taking that little time can change your life and change someone else's. But stepping up and being a witness, participating in cases, grabbing a young man or a young lady when you see him turning down the wrong path. Citizen accountability is every bit as important as holding the police accountable. And we have to remember that, we have to deliver that, and if we do, we truly will have a safer city. So thank you, Chief, for what you've done, and thank you to the people of New Orleans who are going to make a change.
All right.
Councilmember Cantrell.
All right. Thank you. Just wanting to say, let's continue to stand together, because our city, our citizens, our families need us, and they need New Orleans to reach her fullest potential. And we all deserve a safe city, and it's up to all of us to make it. I did want to acknowledge our independent police monitor who's with us. Ms. Hudson, could you come forward, please? Just to acknowledge that, because we're all a team, and it's all about community policing, and she plays a strong role in that as well. So with that, I'm going to turn it over to my colleague, Nadine Ramsey.
Thank you, Councilmember Cantrell. To the mayor and the chief of police, this is wonderful. When I walked up, I felt as if I were at home, because this is community. And it was just really such a warm feeling to see the young people interacting with our seniors and everyone. So as the chief said tonight, there are about 200 of these events. Many of us are going to be covering several of them. And we know that the community that we feel here is going to carry over in Algiers, in the French Quarter, Tremé, the Garden District, Lower Ninth Ward. And this is what makes our city great, that when we need each other, we all come together and we stand as one. So I want to congratulate this community for sponsoring us, where we're going to kick off this wonderful evening. And thank you all for coming out and just ensuring that tonight we know everybody's going to be safe. When we leave here, we know our kids are going to be safe, and we're going to continue towards making sure that every night our young people, our seniors, that our entire city, that we all feel that sense of security that we long for. So thank you all, and enjoy your great evening. Councilmember Brissett.
Thank you. Thank you, Councilmember Ramsey, and thank you to the leadership, Chief Harrison, Mr. Mayor, and all the community members and all the federal, state, and local partners in the fight against crime. You know, we can't do this alone. It's a two-way street. Accountability on behalf of the police department, but also getting out into the streets and into the community and making sure that there is a relationship between the community and our police force. No organization is perfect, but you have to have the will and determination to make a more perfect organization. And that's what you see with the partnerships all together, is that we're building a better, safer streets, a safer community, and an environment that our children, this generation, and next, can interact with the people of the city of New Orleans in a safe and prosperous way. And so every night out should be night out against crime, and let's continue to work together to make a safe city that we live in. Thank you, Councilmember Susan.
Gosh, it's all been said. It is just a really wonderful night once a year for all of us to get together, to say hello to our neighbors, to get to know each other better and get to know each other for the first time, and to join with our first responders, our police, our firefighters, all of our first responders, to actually be a part of the solution and to fight crime together. So thank everybody for being here. Enjoy the rest of your evening together. Reach out to somebody tonight. Reach out to all the kids tomorrow. Thanks.
Thanks, Susan. Thank you so much. Everybody knows that everything that's happening here is a result of a partnership. Federal, state, local. Jason talked about it a little bit earlier. I'm going to ask Jeff Sillett, who's the agent in charge for the FBI, to represent all of our federal partners here today, say a couple of words as the last speaker. Jeff Sillett.
Great. Thank you very much, Mayor. And thank you for everybody being out here today. I think a consistent theme that's come across from all the speakers here today is unity. Unity of New Orleans, unity of Louisiana, a partnership. Public safety is not an individual sport, it's a team sport. It's a community sport. It's state, local, and federal working together to keep each other safe. It's not an individual effort. The line that I would like to use here, which I think is incredibly important: we are all human beings. We are all New Orleanians. We are all Louisianans, and we are all Americans. And it is a great place to be. I'm very proud to be here in New Orleans, very proud to be part of this city, and the warmth that's coming here today is incredible. So, Mayor, Chief, thank you for your leadership and your partnership. The men and women of the New Orleans Police Department are great people. A line I've been using repeatedly is, when you see a man or a woman in uniform, please thank them. They are the difference between chaos and sanity. They are the people that are running to the fight to save each other and to save Americans. So thank them when you see them. Thank you.
All right, you guys, one more time for everybody that's in law enforcement and the criminal justice Thank all of you for everything that you do. To the 200 separate parties that have gone on around the city, everybody knows at the end of the day, it's all about the citizens, and it's all about protecting these young guys and these young gals. So God bless you all. Be safe, and let's get back to work. Thanks so much, and everybody have a great night. Thank all of you.